The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, known as the FCPA, was established in the late 1970s after the Watergate scandal and the SEC voluntary disclosure program. It was during the Watergate scandal that it was determined that Nixon's administration had several slush funds set up for international bribes and for political party funding. The SEC voluntary disclosure program asked companies to self-report any questionable or known illegal payments that they have made to foreign companies or officials. Of those surveyed, over 400 said that they had made nearly $300 million worth of questionable payments to foreign agents. From these findings, Congress enacted and passed the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which was signed December 17, 1977 by President Carter. The act has two provisions, financial and anti-bribery. The financial provision is enforced by the SEC. It consists of two aspects, record keeping and internal controls. Within the record keeping, companies are required to record all transactions clearly and accurately. This was to keep companies from excluding their illegal transactions. Whether illegal or not, all transactions are now to be recorded. The internal controls was the second aspect. Internal controls are checks and balances to help keep a company within compliance. It also consists of periodic financial statement audits. The anti-bribery provision is enforced by the Department of Justice and the SEC. There are 5 elements for a violation of the anti-bribery provision. These 5 elements are that a firm makes payment either monetary or of something of value, that the intent is of corruption, that payment or promise of payment is made, that the recipient of the payment is a foreign official or a foreign political party, and that the business agenda is to obtain or retain business. There have been 2 amendments to the FCPA since 1977. The first in 1988 did some clarifying on some terms. It also stated that it was okay to make bribes if the foreign country receiving it says that it is customary to receive those payments. It also clarified business expenses and allowed companies to promote their business, but not to necessarily make bribes. In 1998, the International Anti-Bribery and Fair Competition Act was the second amendment made. This broadened the language and also outlawed the customary exemption that had previously been put in place. It even included and extended to any foreign company or individual that was on U.S. soil would be in violation of the act if a bribe was taken place. The impacts of the FCPA have estimated to cost American businesses nearly $40 billion in contracts each year. However, the long-term benefit of the FCPA for businesses has been its new competitive edge. Rather than just trying to one-up people on bribes, American businesses had to get competitive in quality and productivity. It was through innovation and research and development which they were more able to do with the funding that no longer could go to bribes, that American businesses were able to start competing back in the market and were winning out over bribes because of their innovation. Both companies and individuals can be fined for violations of the FCPA. Those fines can be anywhere from $10,000 to $25 million, depending on the severity. In the end, the FCPA has done a great deal for the American business. Not only has it impacted worldwide in that bribery has been criminalized, but it has helped the Americans regain their reputation and integrity.